Hi, good evening, everyone. All right, so I hope you can hear me, and I would like to welcome you to another episode of Alpha TV, our very
Hi,
first
good evening, everyone.
episode. All right, so
Oh,
I
sorry,
hope
sorry,
you
sorry.
can hear me,
Let
and I would like to welcome you. All right, so okay, so I guess I'm hearing my own voice over some stream. So just right, so the very first Alpha TV episode for 2024. So this is uh, really an exciting milestone again for Asdex Page Academy. Again, this is Alpha TV making you hashtag significantly better. And of course, I'll be your moderator for this episode for the first of 2024. My name is Felix Concepcion Viroya, the founder and CEO of Aztecs PH Academy. And we are so excited to bring you another episode. But before that, let's pay tribute to all the stakeholders, partners, and supporters that we have that made this particular Alpha TV episode possible. We would like to thank and acknowledge iExcel CIE Review Center. So if you would want to join their online CIE review program, please visit their Facebook page at iExcel CIE Review Center. We would want to acknowledge also our official podcast partner, Startup Podcast PH. If you are into data analytics, you would want to find an alternative with your current analytics platform. You can search and visit for Tuos, the first Filipino cloud-based analytics platform brought to you by Asdex Page Academy. And without further ado, please help me in welcoming our resource speaker for Alpha TV's first episode for 2024. Our speaker is none other than one of the senior mentors and consultant for Alpha. He is a global senior manager for employee development at Western Digital Philippines Corporation, handles professional and management tracks in Thailand and the Philippines, mentors Lean Six Sigma practitioners, certifying over 100 engineers, active company representative in SAP's ASIMEP Quality and Productivity Council, involved with AMDev, contributing to the development of a skilled workforce for the advanced manufacturing sector in collaboration with USID, Unilab, SAPI, and semiconductor companies. A certified lean professional and facilitator, I guess, and a certified Six Sigma black belt. Without further ado, please help me welcome our mentor for this Alpha TV episode entitled Operational Excellence 4.0, none other than Engineer Glenn B. Ponce. Sir Glenn, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Good evening.
All right, so I'm gonna transfer the spotlight to Sir Glenn, and I'll be giving the first to Sir Glenn. So we have about more than 40 participants joining us. Thank you for our Zoom participants and YouTube participants. The virtual floor is yours, Sir Glenn.
Thank you, Doc Felix. So I'll be sharing my slide. Okay, are you seeing the slide already?
Yes, Sir Glenn.
Yeah, thank you. Sige. Okay, good evening everyone. So for tonight, so I'll be discussing about operational excellence 4.0. So at it is a privilege to speak before you tonight to discuss this subject, no, as an integral part to the success and also future of any organizations, that is operational excellence 4.0. Now, in this era of rapid technological advancements and ever evolving business landscape, the concept of operational excellence has transformed significantly. It's no longer about efficiency. It's about harnessing the power of technology, innovation, and people to drive sustainable growth and competitiveness. So for tonight, I'll be discussing for our agenda. At first, we'll have to run through some challenges, in the organization, how to recognize or recognizing the current challenges we are encountering in this new decade. And then we'll have a quick overview down memory lane. The actually it's already five industrial revolutions. No? We are currently at the fourth, but there is an emerging industrial revolution, which is the fifth. I'll be showing you later, uh, and we'll be discussing that one. And we'll also be discussing about Industry 4.0, it's the fourth industrial revolution, and how it improves organizations, especially as being or evident to our lighthouse factories all over the world. And we'll have a quick discussion uh, in terms of going to tactical, operational. How do we implement or how do we utilize the traditional methodologies that we know, such as Lean, Six Sigma? So we'll be having a quick discussion on the traditional versus digital methods. And I'll be also discussing the transformation roadmap because this needed in order for us to have that sort of transition from the traditional way going to the digital uh, era. And then some final thoughts. Okay. Now, on this slide, you can see some highlighted notes, such as paradigm shift, such as fusion, holistic approach, and also leveraging technology as an enabler. This operational excellence 4.0 represents the blending of the traditional operational methodologies with the cutting edge technologies that we are experiencing right now, such as AI. We have this ML, not the Mobile Legends, the machine learning, Internet of Things, IoT, big data analytics. No? And also, with that paradigm shift, now we have to uh, blend that one and to redefine as we approach, how we improve our operations, how we improve the efficiency, productivity, and do the continuous improvement activities. Okay. So it is not solely about streamlining. I think as mentioned earlier, not about streamlining. It's not about efficiency anymore. It's all about speed. No? That's why in Operational Excellence 4.0, the culture, aside from innovation, aside from adaptability, should be agility within our organizations. How do we complete our tasks, our activities, as fast as possible? It's not about efficiency. We'll be going to the speed. No, it's all about speed. It's about also leveraging technologies as an enabler to enhance our decision makings and automate our repetitive tasks and unleash potential of our workforce. So this somewhat like a shape shift of the organization towards digital transformation from the leadership down to our workforce. Now, for our first agenda, okay, we need to recognize the challenges in this new decade. This transformation towards operational excellence 4.0 is not without these challenges. So maybe, in your own organizations, in your own area, you're also experiencing this one. Stagnant operational efficiency. without doing any automation projects, any improvements involving high tech, no, uh, solutions, because of some budget constraints. No, organizations are or improvement of organizations, no, in terms of operational efficiency, is becoming stagnant, and coupled with unpredictable growth outlook, with evolving business models, or ever changing demands, also from our customers and also from our stakeholders. Okay, this requires a strategic mindset, a willingness to embrace the change by recognizing these challenges and thinking of possible solutions. How do we leverage these technological advancements? No? And also, aside from that, aside from willingness to embrace this change, we need to have that commitment towards innovation. This demands our leadership that champions experimentation with the calculated risk and learn from failures. So a quick review on our industrial revolutions before we go to the uh, discussions on the fourth industrial revolutions and what are improvements brought about by this uh, industry 4.0. No, shown here in the slide is the industrial revolutions coming from the end of the 18th century. A quick background: when we had the industry 1.0, the mechanization, no, and through water and steam power, you've heard about inventors improve this steam engine, no, dun sa ating for our transportation, transportation, and later on developed by Michael Faraday for the electromagnetic induction. No. And then you've heard also towards the start of the 20th century, mass production through assembly lines and electrical energy. You've heard about the names, the famous names or inventors such as Thomas Edison's, who invented the first light bulb, against Tesla, no, in the War of the Currents. No, I hope you've already seen the movie. It's a very good movie, but it's a true story. In here, during the start of the 20th century, there is a clash, no, between direct current, alternating current, Edison versus Tesla. So watch that movie. So, and then going towards the late 20th century, we're in, actually, this late 20th century, in the 1970s, wherein the Apple Incorporated was established. Some time in 1976. Now, you've heard about the famous names Jobs, Steve Jobs, and Wozniak or Bosniak, no, where they pioneered the personal computers. And then later on, they clashed about the second generation of Apple computers. They part ways, and then the rest is history. Okay, now we are in Industry 4.0, digital age. The digitalization, cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, and network. And as mentioned earlier, there is an emerging Industry 5.0. Now, from this digital age, cyber physical systems going to closer cooperation between man and machine. This is the emerging Industry 5.0. So, why do we need to discuss these industrial revolutions? Actually, these technologies brought about by these industrial revolutions are being developed to have more effective, efficient ways for people and for operations, no, to solve real business problems. No, we do not focus too much on technology, but the idea is how do we make use, how do we leverage these technological advancements in order for us to improve our operations or our way of life. Okay. Now, let's go to the current, the now, Industry 4.0, and how many advanced companies all over the world are utilizing, leveraging these technologies in order to improve their operations. Okay, I'll just have a zoom of this part. Okay, now we have what we call this ecosystem for Industry 4.0. Now, you've heard about robotics, big data analytics, augmented reality, cloud computing, cyber security, AI, IoT systems integration. With this ecosystem, this is a collective technological advancements in order to help companies focus on operational excellence. Okay. The goal is to identify the right technology to optimize our processes by connecting virtual and also physical systems. And another one is to harness these technologies, including AI, to improve our operations, not just our operations, but the whole value chain, providing good value to our customers. Okay, this is being implemented throughout the global lighthouse network. As of September of last year, we have around 132 lighthouses or companies that utilizes these available technologies in the Industry 4.0 and somehow reaping, though already reaping those benefits from this uh, uh, in from these advancements. Now, what are these lighthouses? Okay, lighthouses are manufacturers showing leadership in applying 4IR, or what we call as Fourth Industrial Revolution technologies to scale, to drive a step change financial, operational, and sustainability improvements by transforming factories, okay, value chains, and also business models. Now, that's the lighthouse or lighthouses. Now, I'm proud to say that our company, which is Western Digital, is the first in the Philippines certified as a lighthouse company and one of the 132 lighthouses globally. Okay. Now, the global lighthouse network is, we can say, it is accelerating already. It's accelerating on a more comprehensive and inclusive adoption of advanced technologies in manufacturing. And this network is a platform also to develop, replicate, and scale innovations in manufacturing and also creating opportunities for cross-company learning and collaboration. So you can see below, based on the 132, there is a diverse composition of lighthouses, not just from advanced industries, it also includes process industries, consumer packaging industries, and also pharma medical industries. Okay. Oh, by the way, you can see more detail of these lighthouses and some innovations and benefits when they implemented or when they are utilizing these advanced technologies in their companies, their own companies. Now, what are the gains of these lighthouse factories? Let me show you under KPI improvements, no, sustainability, productivity, agility, speed to market, and customization. I just highlighted the top three. No, under sustainability, one key improvement is the greenhouse gas emissions, which improve. By the way, these lighthouses are not just only focused on how to improve the operations, but also within these lighthouses, they need to have uh, a some sort of goal also how to uh, uh, address those issues, no, in our environment, such as climate change, how to address also social issues such as labor management, such as hiring, no, of employees, and also governance of this. So you can see here, that's why one of the gain is greenhouse gas emissions. The other two, under productivity, is the factory output increase. No? The number of products produced has tremendously increased when they utilize these technologies, and also productivity increase. So lighthouse factories are implementing this advanced, what we call as advanced manufacturing, including AI-driven technologies. So we have some lessons learned from these lighthouse factories. So lighthouses inject human capital. Okay. Why still injecting human capital? Because we are already eliminating waste. We are eliminating repetitive routines or repetitive tasks or non-value adding activities. No, going to less or elimination of those repetitive routines. So we can utilize this manpower, these employees, no, to other tasks, giving us high value or value adding activities to be productive. The other lessons learned is the ecosystem for open innovation and collaboration is not only confined within our company. No, it's now open innovation. We can involve, we can collaborate with the top universities, with the technology providers also. Earlier, Sir Doc Felix mentioned about my involvement in the AMDEV, wherein we need also to improve our workforce. Now we've had some discussions with the Ateneo universities. No, what are their training standards? No, and we can utilize those standards that they've developed, no, in order to improve our employees. No, so that's what we are doing, no, to not just to uh, improve our own operations, but also to get involved with other top universities, with other industries, in order to have that sort of collaboration, and uh, somehow all of us, no, can gain from this collaboration, and what best practices they are doing, uh, what are their latest improvements. Now we can have that sort of collaboration. And this is for everybody. As shown earlier on the previous slide, this is for large, small companies, including emerging developed economies and the brownfield operations. Okay. Now, what I've shown you uh, is the big picture, utilizing these technological advancements through the lighthouse companies. Now we go to what we are familiar with, the Lean Six Sigma methods. Okay, how do we align our Lean and Six Sigma with this ongoing digital transformation. Okay. Traditionally, in lean manufacturing or under lean concept, we are first identifying the waste in our operations. We're familiar with that famous acronym downtime to identify each type of waste. D as defects, okay, T as transportation, I is inventory. So traditionally, lean allows inventory of products to be produced in the needed quantity. We are doing some lean project in order to have that some sort of inventory management, no, to improve the flow of our products, as well as how to manage these inventories in terms of uh, managing also the quantities and the time required. Now, going to the digital transformation, how do we utilize these technologies? So lean can now enhance the operations with real-time visibility of WIP. Now, traditionally, we do some manual monitoring. Now, we manage our inventory in terms of manual monitoring. Now, we have that kind of real-time visibility of WIP inventory throughout the production process. In terms of defects, traditionally, lean helps reduce defects by establishing standards in way of resources are maintained, processes are defined, and products designed. Now, with this digital transformation, it helps identify precise source. We don't need to have uh, that long time uh, gathering of data, long time in terms of investigating, no, the potential root causes. Now, this digital transformation or digital methods of lean can identify precisely the source, which particular process step or product feature that is causing the defects, and improve also our first pass yield. In terms of transportation, lean reduces nonlinear scattered processes across shop floor that requires material transport, no, through spaghetti diagrams, through improvement of the workflow, line balancing, relayout improvements. Now, using these uh, advancements, lean now can quantify the amount of transportation time required per product or process, enabling opportunities to better streamline the shop floor. Not just this, we can also utilize the latest advancement. No, we will not be needing any head count. No, we can utilize robotics in terms of auto-guided vehicles, no, to transport our products from a one point to the other point of our operations. Okay, so this means, as we align Lean Six Sigma with the digital transformation, no, traditionally, we have this manual monitoring. Now, with this digital transformation, we can digitize from paper going to digital format. Now, after that, we go through digitalization. Since we have already reformatted our manual monitoring digitally, we can uh, go to connect this data, no, so that everybody can see through dashboards, no, through auto trigger systems also. And with the digital transformation, with this available data, automated data, the information in every processes are visible to us so that we can come up with the right decisions, no, uh, how to improve our process, or even how to solve any problems in our operations. Now, I've mentioned several times about transformation. Okay. Here is an example of the transformation roadmap. I just finished actually with the digital leadership training, no, and with in on that training, no, uh, it really it is really important that the leadership team, no, should be also aligned, should be also trained in terms of what is happening right now in the fourth industrial revolution and how we can leverage these technologies to improve our operations. This is an example of the transformation roadmap. What are we doing in our company is somewhat aligned with this roadmap. First is the discovery stage, no? Understanding our guiding purpose, the winning capabilities, and exciting opportunities. The key deliverable here is aspiration blueprint. We aspire. No? From that vision, they say vision looking forward is aspiration. So we aspire, no, how to transform the whole organization so that we can improve. Then after this discovery or discover phase, we go to align. We define priorities, develop guiding alliances, aligning our talents, and we communicate the change in vision. Now, from the vision, from the aspiration, now we can create our own roadmap. How do we transform our organizations towards this Industry 4.0 and implementing this operational excellence 4.0? Now, after align phase, we go to the pilot stage, wherein we generate short-term wins. We build new capabilities. No, our deliverable here is visible transformation on pilots, pilot runs. No, so we can select, let's say, one line from our operations wherein we can implement what we've learned from this ecosystem under Industry 4.0, utilizing the operational excellence 4.0. And from the traditional methodologies, we can somehow convert that one already into the digital methods of our Lean and Six Sigma so that we can have that visible transformations in our pilot lines. And we scale, we ramp, we roll out, we develop credibility, build talents, and also leadership, and also develop a new culture or deliver organizational change. And our deliverable here is visible organization transformation. So aligning our talent and then uh, completing activities, improvements. We have these short-term wins, and then we roll out to our operations. So now we can see the real transformation in the organization. Now, the key message here is to shed the project mindset. No, that is the traditional way. No, uh, doing improvements by way of projects. Now, with this transformation, with this Industry 4.0, Operational Excellence 4.0, first, we need to drive for organizational transformation with continuous learning. That's the key message. Now, let me emphasize how the support system. How do we also we need also to this one to help transform our organization. I call this one as the 3 RWs. Okay, first, the right work. In our operation, let's identify which particular process steps are giving us value, which particular steps are not giving us value. Okay, right work, value driven. The next one, the right workplace. We design our workplace the right way. We improve the flow of our operations and the right workforce. A right workforce means having a growth mindset. Okay. Because, as mentioned earlier, efficiency is not the main focus already in the operational excellence 4.0. It's it's about speed. No? And then from that speed, from the lessons learned of that speed, no, improving lead time in our processes, we can transform the entire value chain. We have the fundamental transformation of our business. No? And then those people doing, by the way, doing the non-value adding activities. No? The first is to eliminate those non-value adding activities. We can reallocate those people and giving us value adding jobs, used for thinking, used for analyzing, used for problem solving, converting the low value activities or eliminating the low value and reallocating those manpower to high value activities or tasks. So this is all about the fundamental way of transforming our operations. Now, you can utilize this roadmap. This is a general roadmap. Everybody can um, uh, somehow take a look at this. And since this is just a sample of a transformation roadmap, and then you can implement in your own organizations. So some key points. Okay. The the key message is restructuring our operations, transforming our operations. In this era where data reigns supreme, they say data is the new oil, right? Data is king. Eh, But pero meron narinig cash is king. But for this digital age, data reigns supreme, data is king. The ability to collect, analyze, and derive insights from vast amounts of data is really a game changer. We leverage the power of data science and also data analytics. So, operational excellence 4.0 thrives on data driven decision making. If you're familiar with the DID approach, DID, acronym DID, D-I-D, D stands for data, I for information, D is decision maker. So before we can have the right decision, we should have the correct, reliable data, allowing us to foresee potential challenges, optimize our resource allocation, customize our offerings to meet the ever-changing needs of our customers. Okay. We cultivate growth mindset and also problem-solving capabilities of our employees. That's the other key points. That's why in the previous slide, I've shown you the 3 RWs. The right work, the right workplace, and the right workforce. Furthermore, the integration of smart technologies, wherein we have this as we embrace and capitalize on technologies, empowers us to create more resilient and flexible operational models. So the utilization of whatever is available, IoT devices that provides real-time visibility of our operations, ensuring predictive maintenance, and also minimizing downtimes and optimizing utilization of resources. No? These are some no, uh, technologies available in order for us to capitalize. And the last one, we invest in the talent. We inspire our people. We engage human resources. Let us not forget that the main pivotal role of our is of the company is our workforce. So operational excellence 4.0 recognizes that our employees are our greatest asset. It's about empowering our employees with the necessary skills, fostering a culture of continuous learning, and providing them with the tools to collaborate effectively in this digital age. So, key points to restructure our operations: we leverage the power of data, we cultivate growth mindset of our people, and also problem solving capabilities. We convert, we transform from the traditional Lean Six Sigma methods going to digital Lean Six Sigma methods. Embrace, capitalize on technology, invest in talent because our people is our greatest asset. Some final thoughts. So in conclusion, this operational 4.0 is not just some sort of a buzzword. It's a strategic imperative for organizations aiming not just to survive, but to thrive in this digital age. Remember the three RWs, okay? We should understand the details of work to redefine the value. Focus on the value of work. Right work should be value driven. Right workplace should improve the design and flow of our processes. Right workforce, we should have employees with growth mindset. And making things happen. Have you heard about, by the way, Atomic Habits? One of the bestseller book right now. Actually, uh, my daughter has this book, Atomic Habits, from James Clear, the author James Clear. No, it's a very good book, by the way. No, it 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 showed me that through small repetitive actions, no, that requires little effort or motivation to carry out these actions, no, can lead to big changes in our everyday lives. So we start small, but we dream big. No, if we have this some kind of goal, no, we start small, but we should be consistent. No. And then from completing those small tasks with little efforts and somehow giving us motivation also, no, we can achieve, no, that goal. No. In order uh, also to change, no, our everyday life. So we transform, we should evolve, including our organizations. No. So in essence, this operational 4.0 represents a strategic shift towards leveraging technology, data, and people-centric approach to drive operational effectiveness. And so with this, let us embark on this journey together, embracing innovation, fostering a culture of continuous improvement, and leveraging the power of technology to achieve operational excellence 4.0. Thank you. And by the way, my name is Glenn Ponce, Process Excellence, and I'm certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt and an employee development manager. Thank you. That's all. Any questions?
All right. So thank you, Sir Glenn, Engineer Glenn Ponce, for that comprehensive talk about operational excellence. I keep on hearing the words transformation. I keep on hearing the words um transformation and then focus on employee development, and which is actually the core of any organization. Without the workforce, the organization will break. Okay, without competent and capable employees or workforce. So now let's move to the Q&A portion of today's or tonight's session with Engineer Glenn B. Ponce on operational excellence. So on the last part of his slides, focus on the value of work, make things happen, start small, dream big, transform, evolve. So basically the start small, then positive changes, it's basically what is known also as Kaizen, for those who are not quite familiar with the concept. So Kaizen or continuous improvement. So do we have any questions from our participants from Zoom? We have about 50 plus here, and we have like about 10 or 20 15 or 20 at our YouTube channel. So we pick at about 80 viewers for tonight's episode. Okay? What questions do you have so far? Okay. So if we don't have questions, probably I'll throw one. Um Sir Glenn, Engineer Glenn, this is, you've mentioned about several use cases about you know, transformation, operational excellence 4.0, moving from traditional to digital. Probably just to give an idea also for like what are the challenges, or what do you see as one of the major challenges that typical organizations do experience while they are like transitioning from, let's say, traditional to digital, or from one like one 1 point or 4.0, 3.0 to 4.0, and now there's an emerging 5.0. What would be like a generic problem that we're seeing with these organizations, if I may ask? Oh, sorry, Glenn, sorry, you're on mute. Sorry.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, it's good.
Actually, no, no. When I prepared this slide, I'm also thinking about those challenges. No, so number one, no, because I came from I handled improvement team siguro last year. No, one of the challenges, because in our project proposals, okay, we are already starting to make proposals injecting these new technologies available, such as how do we improve a certain manual process to automate from manual to automate. So one of the biggest challenge is really cost, budget, allocation. And that's number one. Number two challenge is commitment. Commitment of the team members, especially subject matter experts. They don't they don't want a they don't want a a change, because whenever we do some changes, they're afraid that we'll have some consequential metrics such as quality. So commitment from the team, no, if we have this kind of project proposal. I think the third one is the resources. Uh, we have limited resources. Now we know that in every operation, in every manufacturing, for us, a manufacturing company, no, there are limited resources. We are sustaining our operations as well as we are doing also improvements. But common resources such as engineering, common resources such as IE, no, operations, no, they need to sustain the operations. They need to do their assigned tasks in order to deliver that output. Now, through limited resources, no, we can have some delays, no, to complete our projects. No, those three are challenges really. Number one, budget, the cost. Number two, commitment from our team members. And number three is limited resources.
All right. Thank you, Sir Glenn, for your insight about my questions on challenges. So just to reiterate, those were budget allocation, commitment from the team, and resource that
Mm.
is scarce or limited. So as maybe you're quite wondering, especially for those younger people in the session or that will be watching this particular course, that's actually generic across organizations. So you won't expect like organizations to be really ideal coming from outside, right straight from college. We have this fantasy that, when we were on as a students, like when we propose something, it will be like in a snap of the fingers, it's gonna be implemented with all, with all the fancy technology, with all the fancy things, with all the smooth implementation. It doesn't work that way. I have that fantasy as well when I was still a student, but I've been exposed for the last decade also with these kinds of challenges, and that's something as operational excellence practitioners, like the two of us here, Sir Glenn, is trying to address as we perform the function and help the organization to create value
Mm.
for the current year and the succeeding years of its operations. All right, thank you again, Sir Glenn, for giving your insights about that. So we're still calling out for one more question, if there is any from our participants here at Zoom, or probably even our participants from our YouTube channel, if you have questions. If none, so I'm checking the YouTube. So I guess we don't have any more questions. So again, Sir Glenn, thank you very much for giving us your time for tonight, spending with us your 1 hour on discussing Operational Excellence 4.0. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's send our appreciation to Engineer Glenn B. Ponce, our resource speaker for the first Alpha TV episode of 2024.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you again, Sir Glenn, and we will be in touch with you for a small token of appreciation coming from our team. So we've done our first episode. Of course, you are probably still waiting for the attendance tick. Of course, just like any other episode that we have. Let's first send our gratitude to our partners, IXLCA Review Center, TUOS, and Startup Podcast PH. So if you are watching this particular stream or taking this particular course, you can reach us for partnership with our platforms like this, Alpha TV. Okay? So you can follow us. Don't forget to follow us, of course, in our social media pages. We're available at Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter or X, and even on YouTube. And you can visit our aslexph.com website, which hosts our free e-learning courses. Speaking of online courses, we are still running our courses live online. There's going to be a project management fundamental certification happening. Also, supposedly this is January 27. And yeah, so I think these are unupdated dates, unfortunately, but we're gonna have our yellow belt starting tomorrow up until the next weekend. We will be having or we have a recurring schedule for our yellow belt every last 2 weekends of the month, and our green belt happens twice in a quarter, and our black belt happens only twice in a year. So if you are interested to join these programs, certified data analyst, Kaizen, please don't forget to visit our website at aslexph.com. And of course, we have a bunch of free courses that are available, about 100 courses related to innovation, sustainability, analytics, and continuous improvement that you can take from the Alpha Digital platform found at astexph.com. Okay? And we are still having our group promo. If you join as a group of 5, you need only to pay 4 packs. So that's additional 20% on your um investment for your learning. We are also at Belize. So if you want to take on buy now, pay later, or train now, pay later option, you can download Belize and check on how you could avail this perks. And our Project Eskwela 1, create your own e-learning course challenge is now up, and this will run for 1 year, unlike the previous years that is running only for about 1 or 2 months. So this particular course of Engineer Glenn Ponce at Alpha TV will be converted into an e-learning course that you can take anytime, anywhere, if you want to review what you've learned tonight and check on the insights that he has shared to us. Again, we ask you to join the Project Eskwela 1 info session that will happen on January 31, 2024. That's Wednesday, 7 p.m. Okay, and again, we're still looking for partners and ambassadors for ASDEX PH Academy. Okay, with that, you may now visit this link. I'm sending the actual link in our Zoom chat box. You can scan the QR code, and please refresh and wait, because there's going to be some sort of surge in the attendance form usage. Complete the form correctly. Provide your middle name. Provide your middle initial, not middle name. Enter your correct email address, and expect that e-certs will be distributed in the next 2 weeks. So again, please take a screen capture of this or copy the link. I am also sending the link via the chat option in our Zoom, in our YouTube channel. This link will be available in the next 30 minutes only. So please make sure that you were able to complete the form. Okay, and with that, again, we would like to thank you for your attendance to the first ever episode of Alpha TV for 2024. Again, thank you, Engineer Glenn B. Ponce, for gracing your time tonight. Let's continue to be #significantly better through accessible and sustainable lifelong learning together. Thank you, and see you around. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.